So you've got a little bit more room in a tuba mouthpiece, so your shift is probably going to be a little bit less dramatic, but it's still going to be there. And that's, Nate's doing the same thing. He's shifting up because he needs to shift up to allow his bottom lip room to get into the mouthpiece. Now, if he stopped puffing his cheeks, he'd get even better articulations.
Hi, I'm Nate Peterson. I'm from Central Florida and I play bass trombone.
I'm Ben McWilliams. I'm from Kalamazoo, Michigan, and I play the tuba.
Today we're doing a low brass sectional with bass trombonist James Markey, who plays for the Boston Symphony Orchestra.
We'll be playing excerpts from Prokofiev's Fifth Symphony, which has a wonderful low brass part. We hope you enjoy it.
Well, all right, so what I want to do is start off with the third movement of the Prokofiev. The Prokofiev Symphony, obviously. One, two, three, and ah. Okay, so good. We're going to continue on in a second. These articulations, everything's sounding kind of mushy, like we're starting off less and then crescendoing into it. Da, da, da. What we're after is a little bit more front to the note. I can't remember the notes. Thank you. Notice, where does the crescendo start? The third bar. So there is no crescendo the first two bars. Let's do it. Let's do it again. Try to articulate in those way. 2, 3, and 1. Good. Good. So once again, that's better. 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Good. Last little bit. Now that you have the fronts of notes, every note, remember, every note has 3 parts. We didn't discuss this yesterday. You've got a beginning, you've got a middle, and you've got an end. So what I wanted you to change was the beginning, which you did very, very well. You also changed the middle of the note and the end of the note. So before, while the middle of the note kind of did this and was sustained, now your middles of the notes, every one decays, and the end of the note has a release on it. So I'm after your middle and end of the note remaining exactly as it was before, just copying the articulation you had just now. So it's the da, 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 da. See what I mean? One more time. 2, 3, and 1. And That's it. Sustain. Da, 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 da. Between these? So we need to hear rests. Yum, 2, 3, bama, and da, dum, bum, and bum, and. That rest drives the rhythm every bit as much as your articulation does. When you release on that rest, and we play. You see how the rest becomes part of the rhythm? That's really key. That actually helps serve to continue to drive the rhythm of the orchestra. Now you've got to follow the woodwinds that have the melody and make sure not to get ahead of them or get behind them, but you help provide the reference point for them to play. That was much better, except there was a crescendo before it was marked a crescendo. Let me just confirm, you guys are marked first 2 bars with no crescendo, correct? So it's the third bar that the crescendo starts. Make sure not to crescendo before that. One more time, and then we'll keep going. 1, 2, and 3, 2, 3, 1. Good. da 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 dum. Da 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 dum. Good. That was really good. That was very good. With the eighth notes, let them have a little bit more length to them. Dee da dee dum. Just like the rest has length, let the eighth note also have length. Can we take it right on that where we all come in? Right at 62. Deem, dum, da, da, dum. 1, 2, 3, 62. And. Yeah, so that eighth sounds accented. Sounds like it has an accented dun, 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 dun. No accent on the eighth note, just part of this phrase. Once again, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3. And up. Bum, bum. Ba, ba, dum, dum, da, da, da. That's better. Crescendo, crescendo. Dum, 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 dum. Okay, so we're very close. Will, can I sit in just for a moment? And because I want you to see what the length can be. There's still a little, when you put a little bit of decay on the notes before the rests, we lose some of the energy. Let's take it right at 62. 1. Difference with that? Maybe? Yeah, okay. Okay. Let's have you sit down and keep that same length. Okay? That same kind of length. Once again. So there is a phrase, the rest is just part of the phrase. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, and off. Off. There you go. That's a lot better. That's better. So keep that style. This is a pretty dry room, but that'll sound really good in all the spaces that you play. That space is important. So observe that. Good. Let's keep moving on. Now you've got it. You guys have a. Let's see. You've got. Dee, da, da, da. So that was good. I just want to make sure that you play that. Dee, da, dum, bum. Make sure we play that in time, but we don't need to take the time here to do that because that's more a larger ensemble kind of thing. If I did 1 and 2 and boom, you have no problems. It's more practicing within the ensemble. Let's move on to after 70. Yeah, let's go after 70 so we can get the whole of the whole of everybody in. Now you start at.
3 after 70.
Yeah, sure. That sounds great. Let's start it. Beam, bum, dum, dum, dum. 1, 2, and 3, and. Yeah, but there's a direction, there's a line. Bum, 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 bum. Music doesn't always have a crescendo on every phrase that goes someplace. But music is always going from someplace to someplace. And we want to look for those moments where we're going from one place to the next. This is a great example. We're leading into this. Is it a B sharp, C sharp? B sharp. It's a B sharp. Bum, 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 bum. And once again, 1, 2, and 3, and. Good. Now let's do it without breathing at the same spot. You can choose anywhere to breathe. Choose not where the other guy breathed. Okay, once again, 1, 2, and 3, and. Crescendo. Better, and. 2 and 3, and. Dee da da dee da da dee da dee da dee da dee da dee. And 3, and. So good. Let's address some of this. Now, it's good. I hear dropping ba 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 ba, but it's bum 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 dun 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 dun, and we want to be very rhythmical. That when we hit a note, we are conscious of how we hit the note, how we play the note after we hit it. So you've got dun dun dun. Are we coming away? Dun 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 dun, or dun 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 dun. I would advise that we play it long, but not too long. We're not going to go da 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 da, but da dun 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 dun. So let's see. What are your notes there, Nate? Yeah. So. Okay, something along those lines. Let's try it right from there. Everybody before 71, 3 before 71. 1 and, let's actually take it 1 bar before that. Take it 4 before 71 and lead into that dee-da-dee-da-dee-dum-bum. We need that landing point, otherwise it sounds like they come out from nowhere. Right from there, 4 before 71. 1, 2, and 3, and. Yeah, so you can double what you're doing on that lick. Not at the start, but at the end. At the end. Like chaos is going to break out. 1, and 2, and 3, and. Be surprised at how not long you're playing this passage. When we start to articulate, it becomes very easy to let things up on this triplet section. So there's a difference between, I have to confess I don't know the notes for this. I've only ever played bass trombone on it. Not, There's a difference between, that's right. Which sounds long, but it's different from you hear the difference? In what we're after, sorry, I didn't mean to play right in your ear. I pointed in the other direction to an extent. We want to play it as long as we can and still marcato, because then it keeps a lyrical quality. Then it's like a string player playing da da dee da dee da 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 dum. Before it was like a string player playing dun 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 and stopping the bow in between each note. You don't want to stop, you just want to change. And when you change, there's going to be a little bit of an accent, a little bit of a dee da 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 da, but the bow is always moving. And string, gosh, watch your string players, because when we play a brass instrument, you can't see what's going on with your air. Right? At best, here's one of the challenges of learning to play a brass instrument. At best, 50% of what we do physically you can see. At best, you can see 50%. And of that 50%, absolutely 0% has anything to do with actually making a sound. Because it's air and it's what happens inside the mouthpiece. Right? So that's the challenge with learning how to play a brass instrument and how to actually teach playing a brass instrument, because you can't see how your air moves, you can't see the internal process of what's going on here, and you can't see what's going on inside the mouthpiece. So what that means is that when we look at string players, we can visualize what it looks like when they play, and we can imagine, use that visualization for ourselves. Let me hear the three of you on that passage, and let's go longer. Da da dee da da dee. 1 2 3 2 2 3 3 2 3. Good, good. It's much longer. That's really good. Get the articulations that you had before, the firmness of the articulation, and you'll be right there. That length is different. That length is hugely improved. 1 2 3 2 2 3 3 and up. That sounds like $1,000,000. Really, that sounds awesome, right, guys? So now, what do we do here? What does this mean for us? We follow the same idea. Dee dum dum, dee dum dum, or dee dum dum. Or, I think I'm on the right notes. Yes. So I'm just going to close this door here. Did they like open their door? All right. All right. Good. Let's put everybody together right there. Right there. And you guys should stagger. Okay? And what I mean is you can either stagger amongst each other or you can stagger with Nate. But we shouldn't have all three of you breathing at the same time. And we really probably, you know, if the tubas, if you honestly want to breathe in the same spot and you want to breathe in a different spot, that's fine. Breathe every other note if you need to. Okay? Let's hear everybody right there. Right there. What is that? Is that a rehearsal number? 71. It is 71. Let's hear 71. 1 2 3 2 2 3 3 2 3. Important. This is one of those moments, like have any of you ever played Ravel's pictures at an exhibition? Played? You know when you get to the catacombs? Bum! Bum! This is what that is. This is that same kind of thing. And what we want to have is a bum to off. Bum! It's like these garish ideas coming out, these paintings or these pictures that bang here and then it goes away. Bam! Then you get hit from another spot and then bam! You get hit from another spot over here. That's the surprise of it. These releases are important. Hold, sustain, 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 and sharp release. There are different kinds of releases. A sharp release there. Let's try it right on that. Let's just hear. Do you guys continue on? Let's see. I'm pretty sure you have it. Yeah. After fifth bar of 71. What do you guys have? At 71. Fifth bar of 71. Same passage. Yeah. The fifth bar of 71. Everybody. 1 2 3 2 2 3 3 and up. Yeah. Don't hold over. Try it again. 1 2 2 3 3 and up. That's it. That's it. Now, you hung over again. You're giving me a hangover, man. I don't want any hangovers. That's a lot better. Good. Let's put it all together from dee da dee da dee da. From right where the bar before we started, the dee dun 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 dun. It's the tuba into the tuba let down. Well, not let down. The tuba lead in. Don't let us down. And I'm going to sit and listen. Since you start, you guys can count it off amongst yourselves. Okay. Okay, good. What's that marked?
Mezzo forte.
Yeah. Given that your fortissimo before, it sounds like it was a huge difference.
Yeah.
There's still some bite in here. Now, how about you guys? What are you marked? By the way, that was very well done, everybody. That was a much better lead in. Keep that up. You can do even more of that. But good. You can diminuendo more going into 72. And you can make more of the difference that, in fact, that it's a quarter note with an eighth rest. So bum, 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 and then a dotted quarter note. I didn't hear that difference rhythmically. That's important to pay attention to the text. Composers are usually pretty intentional about that kind of thing. So make sure you observe all those differences. Let's hear it right from your bum and before 72. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 before 72. Remember where you've just come from? This shockingness, that doesn't go away. You're just muted, and here's a philosophical question. What does muted and mezzo forte mean? Does it mean mezzo forte within a mute? Or does it mean he wants it mezzo forte compared to the orchestra, which means because you have the mute in, you've got to bump it up a little bit? And I don't know. I would say in this case, based on what we've come from, bump it up so you sound truly mezzo forte. There's going to be a little snarl to it. That's just what this is. What was it? 4 before 72. 4 before 72. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, and Good, good. And as you go softer, because of the nature of your instruments, if you become more articulate, and these things almost feel like they have little accents on the front, that's okay, because out in the hall it won't sound that way. The front of the note is really important, the front of the note and the clarity that you have on the deen, dum, dum. Just play the last 2 bars that you have. 1, 2, and 3, and. Much better, much better. You guys notice how now when they play, it's boom. And when you articulate that way, it's like someone's just come along and just gone into you, just gone. There's a weight, W-E-I-G-H-T, to your sound that you don't have without that kind of articulation. That's really important. That's key, especially in an orchestra. Good, let's move on. Let's do the next spot. Where's your next entrance, Nate?
4 before 74.
Yeah. So you guys come in together, 4 before 74. And this time I'm going to sit and listen. Everything that we worked on in the first time it happens, do this second time. One of the essences of becoming a great musician is the ability to take a change that you've made in one area and apply it to a similar area that's different but similar. So let's see if you can make that change and apply it here. Let's hear it. Good, good, well done. Can we just check that G sharp between you? Nate, play your G sharp and then we'll hear the two tubas with it. Not the F sharp, the G sharp. Oh, yeah. That's all right. Yeah, so I think if you guys are going to err anywhere, it's a little on the low side compared to that G sharp. You might be a little bit flat. Try it again. And that's it. That's it. Thank you. Thank you. So good. Good. All right. Let's keep going. Is it the fourth movement? All right. Now let's start off with the two solis between the bass trombone and tuba. And so everything that we worked on that third movement with the going is actually very much what we're going to do here. And let's see what the first one is. And two. If we get too articulate, he'll ask, hey, can you play more legato? If we get too legato, now it's not articulate, and it just winds up sounding mushy. So it's balancing those two. Let's try. Let's start off with the tuba solo. That's 7 before you come in, or 8 before you come in, right? 95. 1 and 2 and ah. But there's a phrase, guys. There's a phrase. It's not just a series of notes. Ba-dee-da-da-da-dee-da-dum, which is very different from ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. You hear the difference? We always want to play with an energy, with a phrase. That's so important, especially because really, there are a lot of tubists that are doing this, that are learning how to do this. And just because you play a low instrument doesn't mean it's not important. Let's hear you do it again. And yeah. Da dee da dee da da. That's better. And one. Okay, well, so let's hear just that soli, right on it. 1 and 2 and ah. Good, good. So, can you just play? Let's see. Here, our key is E. So let's play. All of you, 1 and go and. So listen again. And try it and. So the difference is that's a little rather than play truly legato. Everybody. And Good. Now really, really legato. That was legato with articulation. That was more what I was after in terms of articulation before. But now let's go really legato. Da, 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 just like you had a series of E's. And and. Good. Do it again. And go. And. Good, good. And finish up so we have 5 of them. Why do we do 5? Because music's always going someplace. When we don't do 5, when we do 4, it's like saying once upon a time there was. What was there? It's just once upon a time. Da 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 dum. Again, here we go. And. That's it. Now let's firm up that articulation. So instead of da da da, it's da da dum. But it's still every bit as legato as that was. 1 and go. And. To keep the legato nature, it's just the articulation. Once again. And. Good. Careful not to go too low. You're a little bit low on that E, Nate. Once again. And go. And. Good. That's better. Now let's try da, 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 da. Same way. 1 and 2 and. Yeah, that was a lot better. Now you're encountering the challenges of playing a bass trombone is that you've got to have a crescendo to a forte C that has an accent. So let's try it again. I'm not saying it's easy, but the way I approach it is to go. And allow my sound to expand at the end so I land that way. Let's try it again. 1 and 2 and. Da, 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 da. You heard it? Okay. 1 and go and. Da, 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 yum, bum, bum. Da, 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 yum, bum, bum. That, my friends, is lovely. That sounds great because now there's a definite articulation, but it's also smooth. And we need that articulation. We also need the smoothness. Good, let's apply it. This one's going to be louder, right? Dee da da dee da dee da dum. 1, 2, here you go, and. Okay, so now we got to check the C. Da da dum. Can we try it from second bar, or take it from the second bar? Dee da 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 dum, and stop on the C and don't move. 1 and go and. Yeah, so not too high on the C. Once again, and 1 and go and. Good. That was better. Maybe just a hair low that time, but that's the right idea. Good. Now continue on with it. So we'll start from the beginning, and it's dee da da dee dum dum. If I'm not mistaken, it's crescendo to forte.
Yeah.
Is that it? Dee da da dee da dum, because the horns come in. Bum 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 bum. There we go. Once again, and 1 and 2 and. Good. And now you got to breathe. So. We got to have some gas to be able to make it to the end there. Try it again. 1, 2, and go, and ah. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, that's it. Good. All right, good. Let's move on. We needed to do that. That's a big moment for us. That's a big moment for them, and we needed to work on it to make sure it got solid. Practice that on your own. All right, let's move on. Is the next big spot the all right, let's take it from there. You can count it off, Will. Okay, it's close. It's not quite right yet. It's you're closer. Certainly they're shorter, but they could be shorter still, and they can lead to the G flat shorter still. Cooper, that was great. Let's take before 109. 109. 1, 2, 3, 3 before 109. 3 before 109. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we've got 4 of you playing. We don't need to go dee da 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 dum dee da 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 dum. So somebody breathe bum 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 bum. 2 people breathe before the D, 2 people breathe after the D. But that way we have a line, and that will also help prevent us from going bum 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 ba da dee dum da dee da dee da dum. It should still be lyrical. Dum, dum, dum. Yep, that's it. Ding, 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 ding. That's it. All right, good job. Good job. What you can do, actually, Cooper, you have an F, but everyone has a B flat.